Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we're going to be revisiting an old topic, and this is always a fun one. So it is who is coming your way plus specific clues. So please only watch this if you feel called to it, because it won't be for everyone. Of course, it's a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading instead, the link is always below. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. So we have the affirmation stickers for our selections today. I saw them and I thought that would be kind of a fun change. And so you'll find these selections below. So group number 1 is courage above fear. Group number 2 is good morning. Group number 3 is find your way. Group number 4 is not all who wander are lost. Okay. So these are the 4 groups. You can pause if you need to. Again, just only watch if you feel called to and choose whichever group you are called to the most. If you don't feel called to anything, it may not be the right time for watching the reading, but I hope it is. Okay, and whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is courage above fear. So let's all have a clear mind for this one because anything could come up. And let's get into it. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1. Please and thank you, our courage above fear group. Okay, so Spirit, for group number 1, please, do we have any starting message for them for our pick a card today? For who is coming their way, just any starting message that will help to ground the reading and start off the reading. I kind of feel like relevant to this whole situation, I'm not sure in what way just yet, is someone who needed or needs help with the 5 of Pentacles. So we'll see how all of this comes together. And then we have the Lover's card here, and then the Sun card. From what I am gathering just from these 3 cards, I feel like if someone does need help here, there's also a lot of love or compassion or kindness also included here. So we'll keep that one in mind. Let's see how that resonates. But let's get into the who aspect. That might be a little tricky at times. Spirit, moving forward into the near future, can you let us know who is this person, who is coming their way? So I keep pausing because I'm like fidgety. I don't know if that's part of the reading or just myself, probably just me. Spirit, moving forward, who is coming their way? For our group number 1, courage above fear. I was wondering if it was someone that was afraid to ask you for help, or honestly, it could be vice versa, but really, you know, since it's this topic, I feel like they're the ones that's coming in. So here with the Strength card, it is kind of giving me that same kind of courage feeling. Spirit, moving forward, who is coming their way and why? Who is coming their way? Group 1's way, who is coming towards them? We have an answer. So we do have someone here who is, I feel, at a distance from you, or they were at a distance from you. It kind of varies because it's a general reading. This is someone who maybe they were either traveling or living far away, or someone that you just simply haven't spoken to in some time. It does seem that there is a bond that you share or have shared. Can you tell us a little bit more? Who is this person coming their way? And it said that they have been meaning to talk to you for a while. So this is someone that you know. It is not a new person, most likely. And with the 7 of Swords, it feels like they were hiding for a while for whatever reason. And I don't mean hiding. I mean, like they were just kind of under the radar for some time. Yeah, they just, I don't know if it's either that they were busy or like whatever. So sorry, I had to pause for a second. Yeah, so as I was saying, the 7 of Swords, for whatever reason, this person just seemed like they were under the radar, and they just, maybe they were busy, maybe they, it feels to me like this Queen of Swords, for some reason, was almost silent for a certain amount of time. I'm not really feeling an energy of like a fallout, an argument, or whatever. It seems like they were kind of taking a back seat in their own lives and within their relationships as well. It kind of seems like it was out of necessity or it's just out of circumstance. This person, yeah, they have a specific thing to talk to you about. So what I saw before, like I said, it might have been something having to do with help, but maybe it's not that they're asking you for help specifically. It could also just be meaning to say, like, they're not going to ask you for a favor necessarily. They could, but it's just that they have been going through a hard time. They kind of forgot what it was like to connect with someone real and honest, and just someone that actually cares to hear how they're feeling, right? So maybe, obviously, like I said, it could be something with work. It could be something like, maybe they were going through some difficult relationship issues as well. I do feel like I said, I think that this person has been thinking to contact you for some time, at least for some of you it's like just like 1 month, but this person, if you haven't spoken to them in a long time, they have been thinking about you. For some reason they haven't been able to feel that push to actually speak to you again, though. It's been some time. Spirit, what else do we need to know, please? Now, for some of you, if there was some kind of a falling out, like, I don't really think that it was like a direct and obvious falling out, but there could have been a little bit of this heartache either way as a result of just not being able to speak with one another. So this is a feminine energy here, could be male or female, but it is a feminine energy for the most part that I'm feeling, being the Queen of Swords. And here it does seem that things were kind of left off in limbo, just like kind of hanging there. Okay, so it's a little unclear if this was their doing or yours, or it was mutual, or it just happened, because things happen, people get busy and then like we just kind of fall off and whatever, and as a result of that, it has hurt either of you emotionally and even, I would say, mentally, because if you were not able to just get in touch with each other and vent things out and process stuff together about life, that does take a toll, especially if this was your primary person to do that with back whenever they were in your lives. So yeah, this person has felt the effects of that as well. It's very clear that they valued the conversations that you used to have. All right, very close. Like, it felt like it was a very close relationship, or it could have been. Let's say, depending on, because it's a general reading, some of you might have known this person for longer. It feels very much almost like a coworker energy, kind of like a sisterly coworker energy in a sense, or obviously if it's not work, it could be any other way, but it feels very much like almost like a mutual partnership, kind of a friendship thing. If it's not coworker, then regular, just like very friendship vibes here. What else, please? What else? Same, yeah, I'm getting the same message here. Okay, Six of Cups. There was and still is a feeling of friendship here. So this person, like I said, they value you. Sirens, hold on. It's the Six of Cups, right? So warmth and compassion, friendship, kindness. It really is. I feel it's mutual. If this is not a kind and mutually beneficial connection, or like if it wasn't, then I would be very surprised. This feels like this person is genuine, which is funny to say, being that the Seven of Swords is here. But again, they had some reason. It was like they were hiding out for some reason. Maybe not literally, like, it just feels like it came off that way, and maybe they entered into this sort of cave or something. Like, they just really checked out. I don't know why, but they kind of needed to. I feel like they felt that they needed to, at least. Spirit, can you tell us who is this person specifically now, with any specific clues as to what or who is this person? I mean, obviously we have a lot of clues already, but this person, this is kind of random, but they said that this person loves the sun. So like, maybe when you knew this person, they would always be like, oh, let's go out, it's so bright and sunny, let's whatever. Like, they were very playful in that way, and maybe obviously they liked warm weather, so there could have been some significance there. Maybe there was some shared memories with something with the sunlight. The 2 sevens being over here, I mean, yes, there could be some significance with the number 7 as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about this person and who this is? So since the likelihood is that you do know who this person is already, because they were, you know, they were in your lives already, I would guess that most of you already know who I'm talking about, so hopefully that also clears that up. So we have the Page of Cups here. With this particular card, the letter A comes through, so either could be something with their name, but also maybe something having to do with being an artist or something with an A. Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more? Who is this person coming their way, Group 1's way? And they saw you as the Queen of Cups. You can see this is nice. This is like direct communication and love and partnership in this particular combo that we're seeing. They saw, so they're the Queen of Swords and they saw you as the Queen of Cups. Again, just very caring, this nice, honest communication that went both ways, an understanding of spirituality and its concepts. If they weren't into spirituality back then it was always comfortable to talk to them about this thing. Now, one more thing I'm getting about this person, and this does fit with what I saw before. This person, either they did have or they will tell you about some disturbance in their lives. They're identifying some area of their life. Could be a person that they're dealing with. If not a person, of course, it could be a situation in itself. But there is an area of their lives that's in disruption. And maybe this is actually why, like, it's a gift and it's a blessing in disguise, I would say, that this is almost the reason why they are going to reach out to you. Because something isn't right. And I think if anything, they're seeking your wisdom and your intuition, because maybe you were able to just put things into place and perspective for them. And then they remembered, and then they felt that extra push to do something. It is a little magic moment where something becomes this abstract vision or thought, and then it just pushes its way into reality. Like, that is a special moment for that to happen, because it was thoughts for a long time, but then they got pushed into the direction of the reality, realistic step. So they are going to be telling you that something is not right. And if you knew them back then, it could have been something from then too. I'm not sure how old this problem is, but I was drawn to this face here that looks like very annoyed. It looks like there's something bugging them. So either a person that is not treating them right, a situation that's not treating them right, someone, if it's a person that's bothering them, it could be someone who's really not emotionally developed. They're very most likely immature and irritable, or like a little bit, I don't want to use the word explosive. That would be in an extreme case of this. But yeah, the person, like the energy that they're dealing with is really not good for them at all. It's not completely and devastatingly harmful. I don't really think it's to that degree. It's more so it's just really becoming this wrench in their authentic selves and their spiritual paths. And they're not necessarily rushing to get out of it either, because if it was like more extreme, they would be, but because it's more so in the middle ground, they're just like, all right. What else do we need to know about this person? Maybe I should change the title. Who is coming your way and what will they say? But right now, as I'm doing this reading, I have that added, but I might add that. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Who is this person who's coming their way, and what else do we need to know about this? Yeah, they again, we have the number 7, so I don't know, maybe their birthday or something has to do with the number 7, because we have it 4 times here, at least from what I just saw. They did say something about waiting, and about, like, I do feel that they felt bad, or they will feel bad that it's been so long, even if it was not necessarily anyone's fault or doing, it was just a matter of what, like, ended up that way. And with the Fool card, they kind of are also saying something like, hey, can we sort of start fresh? I don't think they're going to use those words, but that will be the vibe of what's happening. Even if they don't explicitly say that, it's almost like they're positioning the conversation in that way, and they mean it. I do feel like they'll mean it, but depending on you guys' lives and schedules and whatever, it might be difficult just purely because of time, but they do have that intention. They do want to start fresh with you. They do want to restart this friendship or this connection, this whatever this is, to you guys. And They have thought of you quite a bit, though, like in the background of everything. And they will tell you that, I think, that they always would think of you. Like little things would remind you of, remind them of you, and stuff that you've said. So maybe the connection was never actually lost. Okay. Spirit, anything else that we need to know? Who is coming their way and what's going to come from here, and any other messages at all? Okay. So with the Six of Swords, kind of obvious here, like they traveled away, or they had to go away, and they had to kind of turn away from you and kind of everything. Maybe because they were working on themselves. Or they got lost within themselves, or lost within whatever was in their primary focus of, like, something took their focus, really. But with the Chariot card, they are ready to move on and forward in all ways, which is interesting, being that they're still in this situation. But, you know, who knows where that's going to go. Let's see how it unfolds for them and what your advice is as well. I'm sure you'll enlighten them as to whatever they need to know. Okay. I think we're pretty clear as to who this is. I got some specific clues. Again, I feel like 99% of you already know who this is, being that you already knew them before. If that's not the case and you still have no idea who I'm talking about, this may not actually be the right group for you or the time to watch this video. But for the rest of you, please let me know if this is resonating. Let me know who this is. Any other final messages, Spirit, for group number 1 who is coming their way? And anything else we need to know about the connection, the communication? Okay, so with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords and the Emperor, I think maybe someone here is just a bit undecided about what to do. I don't really think that you'll have any issues with this, otherwise I would have gotten, like, you know, advice. I don't think there will be any internal struggles or indecision about this connection. I think it'll just be what it is. But here it does look like someone is a bit struggling with figuring out something, or making some kind of a decision. It could, I feel like it's this person actually, making a decision about something coming to an end. And then that Emperor card is either, again, the person or a situation that they're dealing with where it seems like there's a little bit too much control and possibly oppression. This energy in the Emperor is like too tough. It's too firm and tough, and like kind of judgmental too. So if that is like the overall situational energy, that's kind of what I feel like they're dealing with. Remember, the first cards that you got was the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, and I think it might have been the Sun card. I do feel like this person does genuinely care about you, but just as a final bit of advice, you know, everything that you do is of course up to you. I don't know how this person is to you in your life uniquely, but just always follow your intuition, and if you need to put up your boundaries, of course do that. But for the most part, I'm seeing a really good energy here. Okay, so please let me know what happens, group 1. That's what I am seeing for you guys today, and I guess I'll leave it there. But thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, you can subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading from me, the link is below. Okay, and sending you guys blessings, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is good morning. Okay, this should be interesting. Sounds like one of those mysterious text messages a person might get. Spirit, this reading is for group number 2. Good morning, group. Please and thank you. And who is coming their way? Who is coming their way in the near future? Okay, Spirit, can you please give us a starting message for group number 2? Good morning, our good morning group. I'm like feeling called to say it in other languages, but I don't really know how to say it in other languages. But I wonder if the person speaks a different language than you. I'm not even going to attempt to say it in other languages right now, but a few languages did cross my mind, so I was kind of curious about that. Maybe there's like a language thing, or like a secondary language that you share with this person, or something like that. Spirit, can you tell us a starting message for group 2? All right, so we kind of get right into it here because we're giving they're giving us a court card, or actually two, with the King of Swords. So with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm not entirely sure how this will resonate just yet, especially being that the energy itself is kind of slowed there. I do feel like they're coming across as the King of Swords, so whether male or female, this is a masculine leading energy here. And with the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, I'm just not sure what direction this energy is coming from because it's very slow. It feels like either they're going to be slow to come towards you, or maybe there was like something relevant with a delay here. Spirit, can you tell us, please, moving forward, who is coming their way? Who is this that's coming their way for our group number 2? Good morning. Who is this, please? Thank you. Interesting. This person really does feel very familiar, very much like soul family, but they're really confusing the heck out of me with their actual energy. And it did confuse me from the very first card, that Knight of Pentacles. It's giving me the vibes of someone who wants to be this self, but then they're completely holding back. That's really the vibe that I got of the Knight of Pentacles. It was coming across strange, and I was like, what? Okay, so Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. So this person does feel like they are very familiar in a soul family kind of way. And then again, Seven of Swords, is weird to me because I'm wondering what is it that they're hiding. Now, group 2, this message won't be for everyone, what I'm about to say. If you happened to also feel called to group 1, you may want to watch that, because I will give a spoiler, is that there are similarities going on here. You guys got the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Group 1 got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Now, I don't actually think that there's much of a connection, but I was just thinking, because it's just like a totally different thing. But just because of that particular similarity, if you happen to feel called to that, there could be either a message for you or someone that you know and you might want to share the video with them. But otherwise, I don't really think it's connected. Anyway, Spirit, who is this person? Who is coming towards them? Who is coming their way? To group 2, who is this person? This person is a little frustrating to me. Like, I don't know, in the cards, it's not showing through in the cards exactly. It's more so a feeling I'm getting, because we have the Six of Cups. It's like, oh, I think you're great, and I have this beautiful soul connection and tie with you, but I'm also holding back. I'm also distancing myself. So it just seems like this person is very much up and down and maybe hot and cold, right? Like you feel like, you know, I can't even like breathe properly. It's like okay, can you tell us a little bit more? Spirit, who is this? Who is coming their way towards group 2? I mean, it's kind of obvious that there is this sort of psychic or spiritual connection, and there is an obvious bond. So group 2, it is my obvious, well, it's not obvious actually, but I feel like it is my conclusion that you do know this person. I don't know how well you know this person, but I don't think that this is going to be someone new. Obviously, with a topic like this, it could be either or. I do feel like you know this person. I think you know them very well, actually. And again, with the Justice card, when I looked at the Justice card, I saw this vision of it going completely topsy-turvy, just like swinging completely. It was not still at all. It was going crazy, actually. So this could be hinting at an imbalance in you guys' connection, right? Okay. Spirit, what is going on here with the Seven of Swords, please? I'll get some clues in a second, but again, hopefully this is already resonating or familiar. If not, if you feel like you have no idea who this is and it's not ringing a bell, it may not be the right group for you, but this is what I'm feeling for most of you, okay? Spirit, what's going on here? Seven of Swords, King of Swords. Yeah, this person has a very odd way about them, because they do seem to be honest and forthcoming about whatever, and yet it feels like it's like they don't know that they're being untruthful. So maybe this is a person who's like in denial about some things, whether it's like about themselves or even their feelings towards you, right? it just feels like it almost feels like they don't know any better, you know, with that Seven of Swords. I don't think they're being purposely deceptive or harmful or whatever. And obviously there could have been times where they did lie to you, if this is ringing a bell. But we have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Tower and the Knight of Cups. This to me, and this is not a combo I get often, but this is a very clear indication to me that this person has some type of emotional upheavals or instability, most likely due to traumas in their lives, okay? So that is the reason I think that that's there. Now with the Ace of Wands, I wasn't too sure, and by odds this is going to be true for some of you, but there could be some sexual history there with the both of you guys. But if you're like, no, ew, that's not what happened, then this is not that. It's not necessarily that. The Ace of Wands could be impulsivity or whatnot with this person. Sometimes they have a hard time controlling their impulses and they just act without thinking, and it's just like, yeah. So I don't know if it's that this person is just maybe emotionally immature, young, or I don't know, like if they deal with something with like a mental health imbalance in some shape or form, but that is what I am feeling here. I was trying to get a letter for you guys, but letters these days are kind of tough for me. I was sort of seeing it kind of looked like the letter G, but I was really iffy about it because it just was coming across as very unclear, but it was curving like this, and I was like, all right, I don't know. Let's see if I can get more clues. Spirit, who is this specifically now? What can you tell us about this King of Swords? Same kind of thing here. This is really a strong trait within them that they have some type of imbalance, okay? With the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, just really unsure of things, unsure of themselves, very kind of wishy-washy, maybe not on the moment, but then they end up being that way. I did mention before hot and cold, okay? All right, I keep like I'm struggling to breathe properly, like I don't know if they're under burdens or something, but it's very heavy, and that tends to affect me very much in readings that I'm just like, huh. Like, that's a thing I have. Like, it's a physical symptom I get of some people like this. Okay, who is this, please? Please and thank you, please and thank you. Who is this? What's going on? So this was definitely someone that you were meant to meet. There's no doubt about that. I feel like you've even discussed it with this person. Like, there is this mutual knowing that you have a shared history, a past life together, perhaps. Even some element of your shared future history too, or destiny. It could be something there. I don't know if you want to keep kind of entertaining that. It's up to you, obviously, but there could still be some unfinished business here. Now, it's unclear what has happened, though. I don't know if you had a falling out. There's nothing that came through about that at all, actually. And it usually does in these types of readings. But here, it's literally like this person just says, good morning, you know, and as if nothing happened. But again, it is very unclear here because this person just sort of shows up in your life again. Like here I am, and maybe you guys don't even miss a beat. So that does show, again, it's a soul connection versus just a whatever, like casual friendship or casual whatever. This is a spiritual connection, is what we're seeing. Yeah, this is what I got from the person right away, this Eight of Swords. I feel like they have restrictions, like they can't speak their truth. They cannot see their truth. They're so tied up. They're so wrapped up in some kind of maybe an illusion, a false belief. I mean, they might think it's a situational restriction, but truly it's not. It's actually, it's inward. Okay, so what does this mean in terms of the communication? What are they going to be talking about? Like, what are they going to be, like, why are they coming towards them? Why are they coming their way? Well. I can see now that this person, yeah, they're expert at hiding their emotions, because I didn't pick up on this at all. They have this way about them that they often wear a mask, I would say. They're kind of terrified about something, or they will be, or I don't know exactly what. But this Nine of Swords is not someone who's happy. They shift so expertly in so many ways that this might not even necessarily be relevant at one point, and then all of a sudden a day happens and it shifts, and then boom, they're in this state of high stress, anxiety, worry for the future, for everything. And I got the phrase identity crisis too. Goodness. I was going to say that earlier because I saw some shifting letters, and I was like thinking to myself, it's almost as if they keep changing their first name or something like that, which is quite interesting. Spirit, what else do we need to know here about why? Why are they coming their way? What's going to happen here with this conversation? You know, they don't actually have a reason. There was no plan. There was no intention at all, I think, for most of them to reach out to you. It was just well, you know, I was about to say it was an impulse, but this is not just an impulse. This was probably guided. Like, they just felt it was so natural to extend themselves towards you. And in the past, it could have been the reason was that they were worried and they needed help, or whatever it was. And they knew that you could help them. They knew that you could save them. They knew that you could comfort them. But that's actually not exactly what's going on here this time. This time, well, maybe it's like almost muscle memory. They're just like used to it. But they did not have this intention and say in their mind like, oh yeah, this person's gonna fix it for me. No, they just, like, within their heart, in their soul, they genuinely needed this. And they just listened to that inner calling or instinct or whatever. Right? They felt guided to you. They felt called to you. So maybe it was a spirit guide that kind of ended up doing that. But yeah, they are or will be going through something that's legitimately difficult for them on their spiritual path. So it could be like a soul issue and mental health as well. And they know that you're this temperance card. They know that you're this basically healer towards them. Someone who is a comfort. I was going to say comforter. Like someone who is a comfort to them. Someone who has a warm and compassionate, genuine energy. And I am guessing they are not really around that energy too much. Maybe they don't really gravitate towards real, genuine people, right? So in terms of, again, if like how long it's been since you've spoken to this person, it's all across the board. I'm getting all kind of different reads there. Some of you, it's been a long time since you've spoken to this person. Others of you, it might have even just been like a small break. But either way, it's the same thing. I'm still getting the same thing. And it doesn't matter because it's going to feel like no time has passed. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay. Spirit, is there any other final messages about this person and what's going to come through? And maybe I'll get advice as well. I don't really think you need advice. I think you know the deal here, but I'll still see what they say. I feel like you've wised up a lot to this sort of dynamic. Yeah. With the Chariot card, this is just kind of confirming. Okay, what's going on here? We have the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. Again, giving me that feeling that I got before, which was something about a delay. Yeah, so why are we getting this message, though? Because this is sort of the same thing. Why are we getting this message, please? I think it's just pretty much confirming that this person will take an action to come through after a long period of waiting, or what felt like a long period of waiting. What is this trying to tell us, though, in terms of the advice for group number 2? The Ace of Pentacles, please. Because it looks like a positive thing. It looks like, see? It looks like a positive and loving thing. And I'm not saying it's not, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to exercise caution nonetheless, for obvious reasons. I do feel like in the actual moment that they choose to reach out to you, it will be genuine and it will be heartfelt. But again, they tend to change so quickly that you can't really rely on this. Here with the Six of Wands, maybe this is even coming from a little bit of a space of pride. Or maybe they'll just be quite happy if you do answer them, or just to connect with you again. What is your final advice for this group, please, for this, about this person? Wow. Oh my God. The Hanged Man and the Devil. My goodness. I don't know if this is referring to your past. Maybe this person was quite dark in your life and they left you hanging many, many times. Like, it's a little hard to say what you will want to do with this connection. So again, like, I didn't even really need specific clues for this person. Like, obviously it's tough to get like names in a general reading or even numbers, but again, hopefully this does resonate. But at the end of the day, this is going to really be up to you if you wish to entertain this, if you want to keep the conversation going and even like kind of thinking about having them in your life again. But I would recommend try not to expect too much of this person, being that they're still unstable. The feelings and respect that they have for you are real, but everything else about this person is not there yet in terms of being real. So for that reason, you cannot expect anything solid, because it's just up and down. By their nature, they are up and down. If you do choose to entertain this communication and want to move forward in any way, you must protect yourself. You must protect your energy, because I think it can quickly become something dark and imbalanced if they tend to trigger you. If this person has triggered you in the past, please be careful. All right. That's all I can tell you guys. The rest of it is up to you. But that's what I'm seeing. Can we have a final message for this person, for who's coming towards them? I mean, this group, for who's coming towards them. Yeah, I just think that a lot of you are undecided. And maybe even trying to protect your own heart chakra. That's a really good idea, actually. Just like I said, protect your energy. And oh, one thing came up at the very last second here. If you do feel like you need to say anything to this person that you never did before and you always wanted to, now is a perfect time. So I don't know, it's up to you if you want to do that, but I feel like you have every right to. So that's just like a final little nugget there. Okay, so thank you, group 2. I do hope that this resonated and that was helpful. If it didn't resonate at all and you don't have any idea who I'm talking about, it might not be the right group for you, but I hope it helped. Okay, let me know below in the comments. But if you're new here, thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe if this reading helped you, and if you'd like a personal reading instead of this general one, the link is below. Thank you so much again, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care, bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is Find Your Way, and there's a little heart at the end of the Y. Spirit, this reading is for group number 3, Find Your Way. Please and thank you. We're looking for who is coming their way in the near future, Spirit. And can we just have a starting message to open the reading, to ground the energy? What do we need to know as their first message? Group 3, group 3. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Anything else? Interesting. I don't know if they're making a comment about the contrast between you and this person, because these are two very different 9s. Obviously, the number 9 could also mean something in this connection. We'll see. It's hard to say for sure. Spirit, what is this message relating to? Is it about them, or is it about the person coming towards them? Could be a little bit of, let's say, mixed messages from this person. So let's just get into it. Let me get directly who it is, because this can go either way. It's a little little up and down. Spirit, specifically now, who is coming their way? Group number 3, moving forward into just the near future. Can you tell us who is coming their way? it is about this card, but this is the third time I'm seeing this card early on in the shuffles. For every single group got that so far. Maybe there was some type of injustice that happened with you and this person, and so far all of the groups, well, you know what, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, because at first I think all the groups is like you already know this person, so it should be quite familiar. So this still is a very strange assortment of cards to me. Initially I'm like, yeah, maybe there was some lies, and there was some maybe even like karmic issues that you shared with this person. Spirit, who is this person though? Like, in truth, who are they actually? Can you give us a face? Can you give us a name? Can you give us an energy? That Nine of Swords tried to pop out again. I do feel it is most likely someone from your past in some way. I don't know in what capacity just yet, but it does feel like they came from something of your past. Let's see. Can you give us who? Where? They're not even here. Maybe this person is just very. The Seven of Swords is like almost clouding the entire thing, that I can't even grasp their energy. Spirit, who is this person, please? Who is this? Who is coming towards them? Yeah, you know, this person, my goodness, like, I feel like they are completely struggling to be themselves, to be who they are, to present themselves in any kind of truthful or authentic way at all. Like, I feel like they're very much struggling. So let's keep going here. So we have Five of Cups. Again, it seems like they're burying something. There's like a sadness energy, a worry energy as well. We have King of Swords. Spirit, who is this person? To group 3, like, who is this? So far, this person's energy is the most difficult to read. So that should be interesting. We have Judgment. We have Knight of Cups. Maybe, do they want another deck, maybe? Yeah, this energy is completely all over the place. All over the place. Where are they? Where is their energy? Like, I am not getting anything from this, and that's very weird. That doesn't usually happen to me here. And I think I know why. Okay. So, let me backtrack just a bit, group 3. I feel that we have a mixed vote here. That's why I'm also confused. Some of you do recognize this person. Others of you, it could very well be the case that this is a new connection. If it is a new connection, holy cow, be careful. This person has a lot of stuff going on. Oh my God. Like, I am completely turned upside down right now. Like, the spinner is going off in many different directions here. So it feels like the Tower card, like chaos. It feels like just confusion and just let me grab another deck just real quick. Spirit, can you tell us who is coming their way for group number 3? Who is coming their way, and just anything at all that we can get about this person and who they really truly are, especially to group 3. Who are they to group 3? How do they know them? Like, what is this? So yeah, this person can't sit still. Like, they are a wanderer in a sense and a traveler in a sense. So if they're not from your past and this is more so of a new person, you might get the clue based on what this person says. Is like, oh, I just came from wherever. Like, if they just traveled, or, you know, something like that with that 8 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups twice now, and then we have the King of Cups, all right? This Ace of Cups and this King of Cups is giving me this vibe of, I think this person really lacks a lot of grounding, and they're very specifically emotionally unstable, where something happened to them recently where they it's saying something to the effect of that their heart chakra was emptied. Like, so maybe some emotional turmoil happened recently. If I'm guessing by that logic, it could have been something like a breakup. It could have been something like an ending, that happened to them, which would also probably explain some of these other cards, like the Five of Cups. Spirit, who is this person actually? Like, who are they to group 3? How does group 3 know or recognize this person? Okay, we have the Hanged Man here. What else can you tell us? This is, if you do know this person or recognize them even a little bit, this could be a person where something was like, quote unquote, supposed to happen or meant to happen, or like kind of appeared that it would, and then it just didn't. So either this person left you hanging, or the situation itself kind of left you hanging, or something was unresolved, and that's only if you knew them from before. Spirit, what else do we need to know, please, about who is this person? Who is coming their way, group 3? We have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Sun. You know what I want to ask more than this, and I'll get this in a moment. I want to ask why. What is the purpose of this encounter, this connection, this whatever is going on here? Because with the Hanged Man card, it kind of feels like when you do speak with this person, it's going to almost feel like, what was the point of that? Because it's like just hanging there, like I said. But it's still giving me this split energy. The Six of Cups and the Sun card is showing that there could be some positive gain from, everything. However, with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups, it feels like there would be way too much confusion to even get to that point. Spirit, can you please tell us why? Why is this person coming towards them, and what is the true purpose for this meeting or this union or encounter? Well, on their side of things, they were feeling quite burdened, and I think that maybe they just wanted, to talk about it, or for someone to hear them, specifically they just wanted to be heard. So for group 3, what is the reason and the purpose in their lives of why this person is coming towards them? It's the same kind of thing. Wow, that's crazy with the 10. So with the 10 of Swords, it feels temporary. I know that's probably a little disappointing to hear in a reading like this, but this connection feels like it would come through, and I'll see still a little bit more of the underlying reason for it, but then it would just end. And here with the King of Wands and the Three of Cups, yeah, perhaps this person was just kind of looking for a friend, someone to listen to them. Spirit, is there a deeper spiritual reason for this coming through? Like, why? What is the reason or the purpose of this happening? Because they are a wanderer. They are not an explorer, actually. They are a wanderer, which is weird because that's actually what number 4 sticker had on it. Not all who wander are lost. Now, this person is lost. I'm sorry to say. I do feel like they are lost, which makes sense because the sticker says find your way. I am going to guess, with all of this stuff put together, that something that you say to them is going to help them to find their way. So you're going to really be doing a huge favor to this person on their journey. And maybe it'll just be nice for you. You're going to be like, okay, I did my good deed for the year. Like, it's something kind of like that. We have the Sun card again and the Hanged Man. I kind of think it is that simple. I think this person is coming your way so that they could find their way. I don't know if some of you, again, like if it's disappointing to hear that, but maybe you wanted something kind of like more interesting, but that is what I am feeling. I feel that they're coming soon. For some of you, if you're watching this when I'm posting it, which is January 18th, 2025, or like whatever the year, it could be coming up in March-ish. Some of you April, and you're the first group that I actually got a timing message for. So If you do recognize this, if some of this stuff comes through and you're like, okay, that sounds familiar, then yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That something about your brief connection with this person is going to be very lasting to them. So it is going to help them. In terms of you and the impact that it had in your life, this actually could have been some returning karmic energy from either a past life or in this lifetime. And maybe it was almost like closing up the loose ends and like a plot, almost similar to that. But is there anything else in terms of the outcomes here that could be happening? Yeah, it actually confirmed what I just mentioned here with the World card, because it shows that it's going to be the ending of that journey. Now, it's not just the random occurrence of meeting this person or encountering this person. Actually, this is going to be symbolic for you. So group 3, if and when this does come through, that this does happen, their presence in your life is going to signify an ending of a cycle that you have been in. And so when you see this person, it's almost like a visual marker, like a sign from your guides to say, once you help this person or once things are resolved there, that's also going to coincide with that particular chapter or some particular pattern or cycle that you were going through coming to an end. And then you're like, all right, I feel a sense of resolve here and I can move forward. And I don't know exactly if it is going to directly impact this connection. For example, if you just want to leave it alone and then not really speak to them again, and they probably won't come back and bother you in that way, like not bother you, but like it may not be a continuing connection anyway, unless of course you both choose to continue. But that is what I am seeing there. Now, in terms of the specific clues of this person, the number one way to recognize if and when this person does come through is honestly their energy, the up and down, erratic, kind of chaotic nature of this person. They might speak very fast in a way that's a bit disorganized, kind of hard to follow at times. I'm not really getting too specific in terms of the way that they look, but the color red or orange could be some significance there. Is another clue that I kind of picked up on. Yeah, like their energy kind of vibrates like a little bit too fast. So yeah, it could either be like maybe some nervous energy, a little bit of fidgety energy, something to that effect. Some strange clue that I got with the King of Swords. I kind of feel like they have a nice voice, which is so random. Like they might have an actual pleasant sounding voice. What else? Let's see. Is there any other specific clues that we need to know about this person? How they can recognize them when they see them, spirit, or anything else that we need to know from the past? Anything that we need to know? I mean, look at how the cards kind of are. It's like it looks a bit chaotic. Spirit, any other final clues as to who is this person or how will they recognize them? Group 3. You know, I mean, at first, you might feel like an attraction to this person, or just at least, if it's not an attraction per se, it's like a draw towards this person. But I kind of feel like the moment that they open their mouths, you're going to kind of see that it's like, oh, maybe this is not for me. So yeah, it's something like that. With the Ten of Cups and the Lovers card, they do feel familiar. They do feel familiar, and like, perhaps you've met them before. I mean, obviously you may have met them before, depending on what this is. But any other final messages as to who this is and what to look out for group 3? With the High Priestess, you know, maybe it's just something psychic or intuitive that is relevant to this day. Maybe there could be a synchronicity, a sign that is relevant with the both of you meeting. I do feel you were meant to meet this person regardless, even if it feels like, okay, what was the purpose of that? Like, it's just like this brief and temporary thing. There's no point to it, but there is a point to it. And I do think that the guides mutually agreed on that, and that you were meant to come together for some reason, and we explored that. Anything else? Any final messages? Any final advices? The Queen of Swords. I mean, it just feels like talking. It just feels like basically a harmless conversation. you know? And otherwise, I'm not really seeing that this person is going to negatively impact your life if you were nervous about that. I'm really not seeing that, because this person is a bit too detached and flighty. And didn't we get the Nine of Pentacles as the first card and then the Nine of Swords? Because I completely forgot about that. But I did see that actually, right, in the beginning of this reading, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, it just shows that they're very detached. They're very much like, again, like this wanderer, a nomad in some way, but they just have so much to figure out for their own mind and direction. I definitely think that they have something going on the soul level, like, I don't know if they're searching for themselves, like a piece of themselves, a piece of their soul. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I kind of felt there. But yeah, I don't think you're going to have to worry about this. If you do feel you have to worry about this, then just simply protect your energy, or you don't have to engage. Like if you feel like it's going to be harmful for you, that's certainly your choice. It's always your choice. Spirit, a final piece of advice for them for group 3. It's your decision. That's literally, they just confirmed it. So it's your decision. Just do your thing. But group 3, if this did resonate or it ends up resonating, please let me know. It's very interesting. And this was the toughest read out of all of the groups so far. And like I said, I figure it's because of the nature of this person. It's just like, wow, like I was very confused. So if it does resonate, if you feel like you know who this is going to be, please let me know, because I always need some confirmation, because otherwise I'm like, what just happened here? So thank you. I will leave it there, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you instead want a personal reading for this topic or any other topic, my link is below for the personal readings. And if you're new here and you did enjoy this, even if it was confusing, feel free to subscribe. Thank you once again, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. Spirit, this reading is for group number 4. Please and thank you. What do we need to know? Who is coming their way? Let's see if we could just get any starting message, but if not, Spirit, who is coming their way? Just anything at all that they need to hear first to have the clearest reading here. Hang on, I'm fidgeting 1 second. Sorry, I can never seem to be comfortable enough when I do my readings. I'm just like always shifting the chair over and over again. Spirit, for group number 4, who is coming their way? Oh, did you see how that shot out there? Let's find out why. Okay, sorry, group 4. I didn't mean to react that way. I'm so sorry. It was just the way that it shot out, and I wasn't looking directly, so I didn't see that it was the devil card, but it just like spit out. All right. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I just thought that was weird how it came out. Spirit, who is coming their way for group number 4, please? Who is coming their way? Well, I am guessing that whoever is coming your way is struggling with something. Like, maybe they're struggling to open up in some way. Maybe they're struggling with like matters of the heart space. Maybe, I don't know, like if it does resonate, some of you, maybe they are in a relationship or there's like a third party, whatever. Not necessarily though, but I was just kind of wondering about that. Okay, so let me direct the energy differently. Spirit, for group number 4, please, who is this specifically? Who is coming their way? I don't know if this is someone you know or if this is a new person just yet, but Spirit, can you tell us who is this, please? Who is this? Okay. Interesting. You know, I do feel that this person is either someone you already know or it's someone that you were definitely meant to meet, but the nature of this connection is very on and off, because with the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles, it feels like a very on and off part of like, oh, I'm sometimes in your story and then sometimes I'm not, and then I'm just gonna pop in. So whether you know them already or like you will start to know them if they are a new person, it may be that way. It may end up that it's just this on and off thing, but it was meant to be that way. I don't think that this person was ever meant, at least like in the past, I don't think that they were meant to be permanently in your life, or I should say consistently in your life back then, because this is a lot. And I think that I've seen this before, and I've heard this message for, like, when people have read for me as well. They said that the divine was protecting you. And I think that that's what this is. I do think that if you know this person and they were on and off, that part of the reason was that you were meant to be protected from harmful energy, group 4. So that's still going to remain true. Okay, so if this does sound familiar to you, then obviously you know the person. But again, if not, it might be a new person, or let's just get a little bit more information here. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know, please, for group number 4? Who is coming their way? I'm really feeling for this person, though. It does not look good what they're going through. What on earth is... okay, so the Tower and the Lovers, if that's literal, this person could be going through chaos within their heart chakra or their love lives, or if they're in a relationship or like whatever. Now, alternatively, of course, this could have been, for some of you, a clue as to what happened for you guys. So if you were in a loving connection of whatever way with this person, it could have been so chaotic and painful, but not always a bad thing. The Tower card, it could just be in a way that was transformative, could have been both. Now, the reason why I feel that this person is coming towards you, or coming back towards you, if it's that situation, it's actually pretty simple. It's just because you feel right to them. Like with the Lovers card, it gives me a sense of feeling home, or at least something or someone who feels familiar and safe and just that warmth, you know? There's not a lot of question about it too. It's just like, oh, you know, here we are again. It really, one of the other groups got that too. It's not like this was planned. It just feels like, okay, here we are again. Spirit, what else do we need to know, please? Who is coming their way? Group 4, who is coming their way? Thank you. Whoopsie. Okay. The Moon, the Fool. There could have been some telepathic, psychic exchange already. I'm noticing the similarity with the dogs here. We have the 2 dogs here. One of them is supposed to be domesticated and wild, and this one is just a regular dog, I guess. But like there does seem to be some kind of a connection there. Like perhaps this person was nudged to reach out to you, or they just did it on a whim, right? Again, it was not really planned. I don't really think this is going to be a surprise to you because of the Moon card, because there has already been an exchange of telepathic or psychic communication. Okay, so again, I think for most of you now, you know this person. I would be surprised if it was something else. But anyway, what do we need to know? Who is this person? Any clues about this person specifically now? I mean, with the first card, it just seems to me like they are trapped in some way, or they feel that they're trapped in some way, kind of chained to something, or even someone, depending, right? We have the 5 of Wands here. We have the 5 of Swords. This person is in legit full-blown conflict right now in their lives. And it is interesting to me how the cards progress, because it seems to get much brighter once you're back in the picture, which is kind of like sweet, but at the same time, I'm well aware that you might not want this person's energy in your life, and so, you know, proceed with caution. Yeah. For those of you that you just simply don't want this, if you know who this is and you don't want this person's energy, you might even want to stop watching this video right now, because you're just like, no. And that's all right. You know, it is our choice at the end of the day, what we wish to entertain and include. Others of you, like for that batch of you, if that resonates and you just don't want this, by all means, please step away. But the rest of you, obviously, you're here for a reason to receive this message. And this person just seems so cluttered right now with this chaotic or conflicted energy. They're conflicted with themselves, they're conflicted in their situations. If they're with someone currently, like in a relationship or like a close connection with anybody, they're conflicted with them too. Okay, anything else about why? Why is this person coming towards them, and what are they going to say, or like anything in that regard? Spirit, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of giving me the same thing as before. It just feels like they just had this thought through the clutter, through the confusion. They just had this random bit of clarity. The Ace of Wands is a very impulsive card, I would say. I don't think that's like a sexual reference, honestly. I don't really think that that's what their motivation was. If some of you were worried about, like, oh yeah, they only want to talk to me for that reason. But obviously, please be careful if you feel like that's a concern. But I feel like it's more just that they had this sudden idea. The Ace of Wands is giving me inspiration vibes. So I think that this person is going to have a sudden idea to speak to you. And I say it in air quotes because I feel like definitely some particular guide, maybe their angel or something like that, was telling them or like guiding them to do this. Yeah, one of the other groups got that as well. I feel like it's a legitimate thing sometimes with random like reunions, essentially. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Who is this person? What's going on? Do you know like anything else about what they'll say? Okay, this was a specific message though. This obviously won't be for everyone, but here it kind of just, number one, it feels like, if it resonates, some of them feel that you have forgiven them, or some of you might have actually said that to them, like, oh, I forgive you, like if something happened, right? Now, if that's not relevant, this also could just mean that they trust you. Like, they really trust you more than I think anybody. Being the Queen of Pentacles, like they know that you're real and generous and nurturing, and they just know that you have those vibes, and that's why they trust you, because of who you are. Anything else? Get a little bit more over here. Spirit, what's going on with this Devil card? Devil card. The Devil card said he's often misunderstood. That's kind of the phrase I got, like meaning the devil himself. I don't know. Spirit, what's going on with the Devil card? So I don't know if your person just oftentimes is misunderstood. Who knows? I don't know if maybe like, let me see. Yeah, I kind of just feel like this person is feeling powerless right now in their lives. Like their strength, their power is just sapped away or zapped, whatever. They feel like they're stuck. Like they're in this hole or this little bubble that they just can't get out of. Like I went like this, like I was clenching my hands together like this. Like they really feel like they're stuck, like and restrained right about now. And with the Six of Cups, it's nice because I feel like this may be your energy, that maybe when they think of you or speaking to you, they don't feel that pressure, perhaps, or that stuckness. Let's get another deck real quick. Spirit, any other messages as to what's going on here, who is coming their way? Can you tell us why, and anything else about them, any clues that we need to know about who this person is? So the Two of Pentacles one more time. So if you know this person from the past, again, same thing. It was on and off, or there was a lot of indecision from both parts too. If this ends up being a new person, you're going to feel very, very unsure of this person in general, like whether you should trust them, whether you should entertain their energy, whether you should speak to them at all, you know. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is here with the Six of Pentacles. It could be same thing because like it's the card with the scales, but it also could be something about giving. Now, if you do feel you need to give energy to this person or kindness or like whatever it is, I would caution you now that this person is in no position to be able to really give anything at all back, even if it's just acknowledgement. So please know that. Please be aware before anything that like if you're wanting this person to appreciate you or to give back in any way, they may not be in the position to do that. They're kind of empty right now. So word of caution there. Is there anything we need to know about the Three of Pentacles now? The letter Y could be significant for any of you. That's just random. May not be for everybody. Oh, wow. I didn't expect such a clear message to come through. Okay. So for some of you, please disregard this if it doesn't resonate with your situation. But some of you, I feel that this person, if it is the case that they are in some sort of a connection right now that really doesn't fit with them, something about that person, when they think about this person, they just feel like, man, I feel like something's missing here. I feel like something's not right here. Even though there may not be anything wrong with that person or wrong with the situation, they just feel like something's not right, something's missing, okay? And so that card with the Five of Cups gives me the overall feeling that this person feels like there's something missing within themselves, too. Is there anything else that we need to know about their specific thing here? Two of Swords, which is this card. Okay, what's the Two of Swords? What's the Two of Swords? I mean, they are definitely not operating from the space of their heart, and we have the Devil again. This is pretty strong energy, okay? Very, very strong energy. This person is completely blocked within their heart space, and they're not seeing clearly either. They're in a pretty strong illusion, I would say. Again, a lot of confusion, maybe with the Devil energy showing up twice. There even could be some uses with substances or mind-altering kind of habits. It doesn't always mean substances. It could be just like distractions and escapism and whatever. But yeah, this person is really going through it. Anything else that we need to know about either card? Justice. We need some of that. Did we see that before? I don't think we did. But with the Justice card, this is hopefully a good thing for them. It does show that they're kind of in the midst of trying to make a decision about their lives and about themselves, and maybe trying to follow their heart, but they're finding it incredibly difficult. They want to be able to make clear decisions, but how can they possibly right now? Oh, and I'm noticing a mirror, and that's not typical of my readings because I use the other deck, but something about a mirror. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe there is some mirroring going on between you and this person, or they just need to look in the mirror and understand what's really happening. But Spirit, anything else coming, moving forward, just anything that Group 4 has to know about who this person is and why they're coming towards them, and any advice. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Cups. I mean, I'm not really getting too much of a strong message here, other than that they probably have been kind of waiting to come towards you in some way, and they never quite lost any type of caring feelings towards you, but obviously you can feel differently. Spirit, any final messages of advice or any other messages we need to know for this person, this reading? The Death card and the Hanged Man. I think that part of the deeper spiritual reason for this person appearing in your life is more so about you and your journey. Right, because here I am seeing, this could be the case for either of you actually, that maybe someone here felt like they were just left hanging and in limbo for some time, but they were so close to some type of a spiritual awakening, regeneration, or something like that. And then maybe when this happens, like around this general time, one of you will be able to move forward or even move on, depending on the circumstances. But I do think that it will be ultimately a good thing for you. I'm just looking at your energy here. I do think that this will be good for you because it kind of was a long time coming. Something needed to be resolved, or I should say shifted, and this person had a lot to do with it. Not to say that you needed this person to, it's like their impact is what I'm saying. Their impact in your life affected this quite a bit, like this part of your spiritual path, your spiritual development. Can we have a final message for Group number 4 as to this connection, who's coming their way? Yeah, they're at a distance. I don't know if some of them are very far away, and I kind of feel like this is just going to be quite random, but they're thinking about it. I feel like currently, as we're watching this now, I feel like they're thinking about it. But it's to be continued. So Group 4, what a reading. Please let me know if this did resonate. I hope that it made sense. And if it didn't resonate at all and you're not sure who this is and you just feel like the messages don't fit with you, it may not be the right group for you or even the right video, but I have plenty of others to choose from if those interest you. So if you're new here, thank you so much for watching, and you feel free to subscribe. If you guys want a personal reading from me, the info is below. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, okay? Blessings. Bye-bye.